During the last week of October 2005, the sleepy town of Asilla had woken up and sprung into action.
All right, in line.
30-year-old Tara Grinstead, their neighbor, teacher, and loved one, had vanished without a trace.
After the day she was declared missing, which was on that Monday, the whole town immediately, centered around, okay, let's figure out what we can do. We even met at the high school, and we all searched.
It was crazy because we all went looking for her and did flyers.
I can't tell you how many places we rode and dumpsters we looked in. I mean, it's not a huge town, but it's a large area of country land.
But what makes it very difficult is the number of bodies of water.
There are a lot of swamps and ponds and just places that is difficult to get to, and they searched as best they could. There are a lot of abandoned wells in Irwin County. Countless wells, both used and unused, that in which a body could be deposited.
We checked every well in the county.
The investigation immediately focused on the few mysterious clues found at Tara's house.
I left my patrol car and began walking toward the front door along the pathway. Lying in the grass, I saw a latex glove that seemed out of place and not normal.
That's something you don't find on a crime scene every day.
I take it a latex glove would be something unusual in her front yard?
It was a blue latex glove, one that you would see worn by, law enforcement. No, she had no latex gloves anywhere in the house.
I walked also in the backyard and saw that her dog was still here.
The next door neighbor told me that she heard Dolly barking about 2 a.m. that Sunday morning, and she said it was very common for Dolly to bark off and on during the night, but that particular night she said that Dolly just kept on barking. She would not stop.
2 weeks after Tara disappeared, I was in Asilla. Her sister Anita took me into the house. When the police first came into this living room, did they find anything tipped over?
No, they did not.
Have you heard anything about whether the kitchen looked out of sorts in any way?
Other than there were still items from the beauty pageant. She had helped 6 or 8 girls get ready on Saturday for a beauty pageant, so she was doing hair, makeup. Other than this being in the kitchen, it basically how it normally looks.
The bed looked as if it had been slept in or it was unmade. There was a lamp right next to the bed that the shade was askew. It looked as if it was off angle, broken at the base.
The lamp. Is this the lamp that's broken?
This is the lamp, correct.
All right. It actually looks like it could have fallen on the floor. It's got a piece missing.
And there were other clues.
There were a lot of people talking about seeing a black truck in Tara's yard. I even talked to one of the neighbors who lived just about a block away, who actually said he saw a black truck there that he did not recognize. I don't think that they've been able to track down the driver of a black truck, and we don't have any knowledge of who it could be.
Of course, a black pickup truck in rural Georgia is exceptionally common, and we didn't have any better descriptors than that. So that was something we certainly kept in context and attempted to identify, but we weren't able to conclude anything based on that.
Anyone you know had that kind of vehicle?
Marcus had a truck like that at the time.
So obviously some people wanted to say that it was him, but the neighbor said it was not the same type truck that Marcus was driving.
Maybe not Marcus's truck, but as Tara's ex-boyfriend, the investigation immediately focused on him.
Marcus Harper was the love of Tara's life, and he was someone that we certainly had to look at very, very closely, and we did from the outset.
The police weren't alone. Tara's sister Anita also had Marcus in her sights. She encountered him at the Asilla Police Department the Monday Tara was reported missing.
I hollered out the door and just got in his face, and I said, "What the hell have you done with my sister?"